Okay, so we're going to do some experimenting by changing the scheme specifier in URLs. So the first thing we're going to do is change HTTPS to HTTP and see what happens. Okay, so here we are at the web browser article in Wikipedia. Okay, I'm going to copy this URL. I'm going to go into the address bar. I'm going to press Ctrl and A to select all the text in the address bar. And now I'm going to press Ctrl and C to copy all of that selected text into the clipboard. Ctrl and C. Now I've done that. Now, in order to alter the HTTPS, we need to paste this into an editor. Now, if we use Word, the standard editor in Microsoft, we'll get a lot of complications. Let me show you. Okay, so here's a Word document already opened. All right, now I'm going to press Ctrl and V to copy the clipboard into the document. Ctrl and V, and there it's copied it in. Now, Word then does a lot of fancy footwork. It interprets the URL as a hyperlink. The fact that this is no longer simple text but is a hyperlink is indicated in several ways. First of all, the text is in blue. Secondly, and it's underlined. Thirdly, if we hover over the text, we'll get a prompt to say that we can follow this link by pressing Ctrl and left-click the mouse at the same time. Okay, so, and then finally, worst of all from our point of view, is the text, the basic URL in the basic text in the URL is hidden. Word has interpreted the text, it's translated it to give us an indication of what the URL actually points to, and or what the hyperlink actually points to. It's pointing to the web browser article in Wikipedia. Okay, so that's an awful lot of complication, and we don't want all of that. Okay, so finally, let me just prove to you that it is a hyperlink. All right, I'll press Control and a left click, and voila, the article has been opened in our browser. The browser has opened a new tab and has downloaded the same article again. It's downloaded the article pointed to by the hyperlink. Okay, let me close that tab. So we don't want all that complication. So to avoid all that complication, all right, and in particular to be able to see the text, the actual text in the URL, all right, we use a simpler editor. We use good old Notepad. So here I've got a Notepad document opened. All right, I'm going to once again paste what's in the clipboard into the document. All right, and there's the URL pasted into the document, and I can see all the text in the URL. I can see it all, and I can change whatever piece of text I want. So let me go into the HTTPS, let me go into the scheme, and let me delete the S. And now I want to copy all of this into the clipboard, so let me select it, left click the mouse and drag the mouse, all right, to select all the text. I copy all the selected text into the clipboard, Control and C. I've got all of that text copied into the clipboard. Now I go into our browser. All right, I open a new tab. All right, and go into the address bar and paste the clipboard into the address bar, Control and V. All right, there I've done that. And now in particular, look at what I've pasted into the address bar. All right, the scheme is HTTP as it should be. Now, let me press cards return to command the web browser to download that web page pointed to by that URL. Okay. And look, it's downloaded the web page. It's the same web page downloaded. Great stuff. But look, all right, the HTTP has been changed to HTTPS. So what has happened is Wikipedia doesn't operate HTTP, it only operates HTTPS. So when the browser tried to open the article with HTTP, Wikipedia came back to the browser to tell it, to send it some data to state that it doesn't operate HTTP, it only operates HTTPS. And so the browser changed the scheme to HTTPS, and the web page was downloaded, which is pretty slick when you think about it. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so now let's do the opposite. Let's change the scheme from HTTP to HTTPS and see what happens. Okay, so for this experiment we need a site that operates HTTP. The site I will use is one at CERN. Okay, it's this URL here. Let me open Notepad. All right, it's this website here. It's http://info.cern.ch. Okay, so let me download that web page. So let me first of all select this URL, left click the mouse button, drag. All right, I've got that text selected. Now Control and C to copy it. Now to copy it into the clipboard. Now I'm going to go into my browser. All right, I'm going to open a new tab, and I'm going to paste whatever's in the clipboard into the address bar by pressing Control and V at the same time. All right, so there I've pasted in the URL. You can see it, http://info.cern.ch. Now I'm going to press carriage return, all right, to command the browser to download the page at that URL. Okay, let me do that. All right, now the browser's gone and executed that command. All right, it's downloaded the page. There it is, great. All right, but it's giving us a warning. It's saying that this site is not secure. It's giving us that warning because it is the HTTP scheme that is being used. All right, so now let's change the HTTP to HTTPS and see what happens. Okay, go back into Notepad. All right, now I'll paste that text into Notepad again. There it is. And now I'm going to add S to the HTTP. All right, now let me select that text. Control and C to press Control and C at the same time to copy that text into the clipboard. All right, and now open Edge again. Open a new tab, plus, and now paste what's in the clipboard into the address bar by pressing Control and V at the same time. And there, okay, we can see the text. It's https://info.cern.ch. Okay, now let's press carriage return. All right, to command the browser to execute that URL. And there you go. The same page has been downloaded. Okay, there it's been downloaded with HTTP. Here it's been downloaded with HTTPS. Okay, and the fact that it's downloaded with HTTPS is confirmed by the fact that there's no longer a warning in the address bar. All right, that's pretty good. So this website operates both HTTP and HTTPS. There's HTTPS and there's the HTTP. All right, now that in fact is unusual. Most websites nowadays will only operate HTTPS, and that's because HTTPS is much more secure than HTTP. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so now let's prove that the browser has two ways of interpreting the address bar. If the text in the address bar is a URL, then the corresponding web page is copied. But if the text is not a URL, then the browser passes the text to its designated search engine and displays the results. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is check what our designated search engine is. All right, so let me open Microsoft Edge. There's Edge. Let me open a new tab. So now to do this, I need to go into Settings, and then go into Settings, and then go into Privacy, Search and Services, and then scroll to the bottom. And here's the address bar search settings. All right, so let me click on that. Okay, so the search engine used in the address bar, I have set it to Google as the default. There's a few other options available. There's Bing, there's Yahoo, there's DuckDuckGo, and I've set it to Google. All right, so that's that. So now we're going to do the actual experiment. All right, so let me open a new tab. Let me go to Google, the Google search engine. So I'll type in www.google.com. And here I am at the Google search engine's web page. So I'll search for something. I'll search for tiger. T-I-G-E-R, tiger. And there's my set of results. Very good. This is the set of results found by the Google search engine when I put in the search term tiger. Now, let me open a new tab. I'll go into the address bar and I'll type in something to search. Tiger, tiger. And look, there's a set of results, the same set of results. So putting tiger into the address bar, the browser passes that search item into the Google search engine, and the Google search engine gives you the results. You get the same set of results whether I went directly to Google or whether I typed tiger into the search bar. Okay, that's a pretty handy feature.